Hey everybody and Merry Christmas. Welcome to a Christmas edition of the Sculpted Vegan Kitchen. We are in the Sculpted Vegan Kitchen Facebook community and we're also over on Instagram. I am Laura Hutchinson, the head trainer of the Sculpted Vegan, and I have our celebrity Sculpted Vegan chef, Lee Mullen.
It's sticking, that's good. Right, guys,
Every time I'm building you up to more.
Yes.
So Lee today is going to teach us how to make one of Kim's favourite Christmas staples, which is a vegan meatloaf. Is this a hard recipe, easy? What would you say?
I keep saying it, simple again.
Yeah.
You'll be surprised how simple it is.
Brilliant.
It's just all in the tasting and the time. That's
Great.
it. Yeah.
And Lee is actually literally making this for Kim's Christmas dinner.
Yeah.
So we're seeing the whole process in the whole process as it goes along. I'm just going to pin us to the top of the Sculpted Vegan Kitchen Facebook community. If you have any questions as the live goes on, just fire them away, and myself and Lee will try our best to answer them.
Yeah.
Now, what do we need for equipment, Lee?
Right, equipment, you'll need a wee mixing bowl. Obviously just weigh all your ingredients as I usually tell the guys. And you'll just need 2 pans. You could do it with 1 pan, but 2 pans is plenty. And just a baking tray.
Perfect. And I am going to read out your ingredients, guys. So
Okay.
we have got the recipe card both on Instagram. We also have it saved in the Facebook group. I wanted to get it up nice and early so you can literally make this for Christmas if you do want to. But I'm going to pull out our ingredients and you can point to them as we go through them.
Okay.
So we've got 300 grams Beyond Meat mince. This literally is mince, and some members have been asking if I had to get like the burgers and minced it on down, but it is a pack of mince.
If you want to, you can use 300 grams of the Beyond Burger if you can't find the mince, because it's near enough the same thing and the flavour's quite similar too. The only thing is it has a wee bit, the burger has a wee bit more of a stickiness to it, so you have to be careful when you're caramelizing it. But it should work, definitely.
Perfect. Then we've got 160 grams soft wet white breadcrumbs.
That's you here.
So is this bread you've crumbled down?
I just crumbled down the bread that I had sitting.
Brilliant, perfect.
Just has to be soft, not crispy or hard.
No,
or
like
anything else. So.
week old bread.
Exactly, and so don't be using anything.
We've got 1 white onion, 1 tablespoon tomato puree,
All in here,
1 teaspoon tomato ketchup,
in the same bowl.
1 tablespoon vegan butter,
Yeah.
and 1 tablespoon vegan Worcestershire.
I knew we were going to have a problem with that one.
I actually purchased some of this today off Amazon. Would you
Right.
get yours from Amazon or can you get
Yeah,
it in the
well, I
shops?
just get Maya to get it from me or not, like, so I'm off, but I think it is Amazon.
1 teaspoon chopped parsley, 1 teaspoon sage, 1/4 teaspoon thyme, 1/2 teaspoon garlic granules, got 1 teaspoon salt and 1/2 teaspoon of black pepper. So nothing too exotic.
No,
in
nothing
there.
too exotic, nice and simple flavours, but simple always wins.
It is,
Yeah,
it is.
definitely.
Brilliant, so let's get
Right,
started.
let's get started. Listen, guys, so we're just going to move over to get the cooking going now. So you want to just get a wee medium pan on, non-stick if possible, but if you don't have non-stick, anything will work. So just going to start off with the butter and just let that slowly melt.
What heat have you got the
This is
pan
going
over?
to be, I can tell with the aga, because I'm working here a lot, I can tell with the temperature, and if it gets too hot, I just take it off. Bit like yourself, guys, if you're home and you're seeing the onions are starting to burn or caramelize or anything like that, just take it off, just move the pan, and then it just reduces the heat right away.
Brilliant.
So just doesn't have to be scorching hot or anything like that. So that's the butter in. And
Good bit of butter.
Good bit of butter, always. As I say, it's Christmas, guys, it's a treat, so...
Oh yeah.
Excuse me.
Calories
So,
don't count at Christmas.
Calories don't count at Christmas, definitely not. Right, so you just want to saute these for about 5 to 7 minutes. Bit less if you want. If you like a crunchier onion, less time. And you want them translucent. You don't want any colour on them, guys.
Great, I'm going to think of questions members might ask. Does it
Okay,
have to
away when
be
this is
white
cooking.
onion? Could you use red onion? Does
You
it
can
matter?
use shallot, you can use red onion. If you've run out, you've only spring onion, you could just finely chop some spring onion, but don't cook the spring onion. It'll just go in, no problem at all. Doesn't matter what's cooking, because it's going to cook when it's in the oven anyway.
Perfect. And we'll show you guys what Lee's prepared earlier while we were here anyways.
Yeah.
So this is the finished product.
That's the finished product. As I say, towards the end, guys, you have to let this set in the fridge if you're going to caramelize it. If you're not caramelizing it, it'll work just straight bake in the oven.
And are you, so Are you making this at this point just to be organised for Christmas Day? You know,
I'm just
is
doing
there-
loads of things. I'm just
Yeah.
prepping a lot of things. So there's like 2 or 3 of those, and then there's vegetables, there's potatoes, there's all sorts
Yeah.
going on. Cranberry sauce, sausage rolls, things that Kim wants. So it's been a busy couple of days. But as
Yeah.
I say, the 2 birds, 1 stone. So if I don't have to cook this,
Yeah.
then it's one less thing I have to
Amazing.
do.
And how long then will this keep in the fridge for?
Just keep the fridge for 2 to 3 days,
Yeah.
4 days max.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
So you get organised now.
Yeah.
That's Christmas shopping.
Yeah, yeah.
And what about freezing?
Freezing, you can freeze up to 2-3 months, easy enough.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, just take it out, don't cook it from frozen, let it thaw out for a couple of hours and then bake it.
Brilliant. And is this a recipe that you created yourself, or did you
Yeah,
find it
yeah.
somewhere?
No,
Yes.
no, create it myself. So
Brilliant.
and I say, you can play about if you don't have some of the ingredients. You have to be careful what you do, but just enjoy yourself, just
Yeah.
have fun. And flavours that you actually like, you could put in. You could put in a bit of smoked paprika, you could use any dried herbs, you could put a bit of chilli in it, a wee bit
Yeah.
of spice in it would be lovely.
Oh, nice.
But it goes with gravy, so you have to be careful there.
Okay.
As we're not
Not
too
spicy
much, not-
gravy.
Exactly, exactly.
My boyfriend has been a vegetarian from 2016, so he's actually delighted because I think way back then the only thing he'd get was nut roast, and he says he can't eat another nut roast in his life because like every Christmas day, every Christmas dinner,
Gotcha,
there's like
gotcha.
nut roast, nut roast.
Well, it looks like you're cooking this
Yeah,
one.
that's why I got
Yeah.
the Worcestershire sauce,
What is it called, sorry?
the vegan sauce.
Listen, guys, as I say, you could put oil in there. Some people would put oil in there just in case the butter would burn. But see, if you keep it nice and low, it won't burn. And the good thing too is the butter starts to get nutty, so it's more flavour again. And if you put oil in, it's more calories.
Ah.
So, as I say, less macros.
We've got Patricia has joined us now, so we're on the
Yeah.
Facebook community. Sandy says hi from Maryland, USA. Hello from Belfast. And we're just saying, can't wait to try it. Already bought all the ingredients. Yes.
Brilliant, fantastic.
And do pictures. Want to see like your Christmas feast on
Yeah, I want to see if it's
Christmas
as
Day?
good looking as mine.
All about the presentation.
Exactly.
So what will Kim what will she be serving with this on Christmas Day?
So we've got loads of Kim's all about her veg, as I told you before, so there's loads of vegetables, things like that. She loves my gravy, so it'll be a nice gravy. The family will bring their own wee couple of things, and they'll bring their own desserts, things like that there. Your usual, your roast potatoes, your mashed potatoes,
Yeah.
the usual suspects.
Yeah, we love potatoes in Ireland.
Oh yes, yes, the more the merrier.
Every variation of potato that you can
Definitely,
have.
definitely.
And this is roughly starts about 6 our recipe.
Serve 6, but as I say, if you're hungry and you want to serve
Yeah.
4, you serve 4. Just watch the macros if you're
Yeah,
counting.
yeah.
But you shoot 6 if you're giving it with everything else.
Yeah, brilliant. So what are we looking for with
So-
the onions then?
Basically, a wee touch of like translucency here. You see where they're just starting to look a wee bit more translucent and they're looking a wee bit more cooked out. They're not so raw. So you can do them for as long as you want. If you want them on for a wee bit longer and you want them going caramelized brown, if you like that in your stuffing, just as you would like if you're making burgers, you would do the same thing. And the thing I'm showing you here too, guys, is I'd be adding this straight to my mince mix and everything else. But the only reason why you don't do that in the catering industry, or sorry, the restaurant industry, or anything like that, because you're usually adding it the raw meat. As where
Okay, yes.
you can't do that. You're putting something lukewarm, and then you've always the bacteria going to build up.
Yeah.
But with this, it's totally fine.
Benefit again of being plant-based, you can just plug it all
Exactly.
together.
Exactly.
And we've got Guy Wood saying Merry Christmas, guys.
Merry Christmas, mate. I'm sure I'll give you a wee ring coming up to the time.
Heather, good morning. She's Montana, USA, making this for Christmas Day. So Heather will have to see proof of this. And Tracy as well, Merry Christmas. Everybody's very, very festive today. The festive spirits.
Yeah, can't wait myself. Looking forward to the break.
I'm sick, so I'm trying not to come to
Yes, I don't want it. She gives me, and she's going to know all about
So
it.
if you notice me keeping a little bit of a distance today, it's not because Lee smells.
I wanted to scream, but it's not happening.
Patricia has asked, I missed a bit. Can I prepare today and bake it Sunday?
No problem. Oh, today, bake Sunday. See, I'd probably be freezing these down. Depending on the date of your Beyond Mints.
Oh, okay. That's
You always
okay.
check the date of that. Everything else will be totally fine. Just check the date on that.
Yeah, so it's not, is it to do with the sell-by date of that rather than
Yeah.
it just sitting in the fridge for too long?
Yeah.
Okay, good. It's a good tip. Brilliant.
Definitely.
Good.
But listen, guys, they're near close now, so they're nearly cooked out. You have to think too, this is going to get about 20-25 minutes in the oven, so there's more time for the onions to cook out again. Nobody likes a raw onion,
No.
not unless it's in a salad and it's nice and fine.
So that's is that caramelized or not? Not yet.
I don't want them caramelized. I just don't think it's what I want in a roast.
Yeah.
Not roast or meatloaf, anything like that. If you want to caramelize them and get them more nutty and brown, just leave them on for a wee bit longer. Right. So next for the ingredients, guys. So these are the dried herbs and the garlic granules. You can use fresh garlic if you want, but this works just as fine.
The herbs, was that sage and thyme?
Sage, thyme and the garlic granules.
Okay.
So I just put these in because you want the flavours. It's just like using spices like paprika. If you put them in the hot oil or things like that, that's where it releases its flavour.
Right.
It's all about building the flavours, like making soups, things like that. You're building flavours. If you were to just buck everything into a pan or a pot with water, it's just going to taste like water.
Yeah.
You're building the flavour up.
Love it.
So as you can see, you're getting the smells already, and
and
it smells like Christmas too, you know. So
I can't smell.
Oh
so
no!
You're rubbing it in. I'm missing out.
Not bad.
Yeah.
Right, so now in with the ketchup, the puree, and the Worcestershire sauce.
What was it?
Or where's your sister's sauce? The reason why I do this is the tomato puree will have a lot of acidity in it, guys, so you need to be careful. You want to cook that out because if you don't, then it's very acidic. So you always cook your tomato puree out. The reason why the tomato ketchup, the reason behind it is just the sweetness. It just works. It just works. It's perfect. It's like a lot of chefs will use tomato ketchup in their burger mixes.
I do like this tomato ketchup.
Yeah, so that's it, guys. So as I say, you want this fully cooled. Well, as I say, if you're using Beyond Meat, it's totally fine. Just watch you don't burn your hands. But you're just straight into this here, mixing it all now.
Let's take us about 10 minutes.
About 10 minutes?
Yeah, brilliant.
5 to 7, cooking the onions and then in with the rest of the ingredients and then you're good to go.
Brilliant.
So listen, guys, nice and easy again. In with the parsley, in with the breadcrumbs, in with the Beyond Meat. And then I'm seasoning, but I know what's going on and what's going out, so stick to the word. And if you want a wee bit more salt, and like taste it, as I say, you're not eating a raw mince or anything here. Taste it if it's not salty enough for you. You have to be careful too, because this Beyond Meat's quite salty.
Okay.
So that's why there's minimal salt in it.
Yeah.
Then black pepper.
Heather Tracy, you've asked, will I be pinning this video into the group for later viewing? Yes, it's already pinned at the top, and all of these videos stay in the group, so you can use this on tomorrow or Christmas Day, whatever you want to do it on.
And as I say, guys, you're just mixing it till it's completely combined. And this should all form. You shouldn't need any water. If it is a bit dry, which I'd be totally surprised if it is. If it is a bit dry, just add a wee bit of water. And there's no difference in the macros, but you shouldn't need it. See how it's all coming together now.
Speedy at mixing, an arm workout.
Should we use a thing or two out in the gym?
What is the consistency we're going here for?
Like a burger patty or something like that. You just want it nice and stiff, and you want to combine them. And you have to remember too, guys, is when this sits in the fridge and the breadcrumbs are in it, all the liquids will start to go into the breadcrumbs and it'll set firmer again. So if it does feel a bit loose and you think, oh, I'm going to lift that out of the oven, it's going to fall apart. It won't once it's cooked. Plus the Beyond Meat is actually really good for holding.
Yeah.
It's fantastic stuff. Like.
Is the breadcrumbs, are they like to help it set together?
Well, it's to help it set, and it's to bulk it out too,
Yeah.
because you just don't want all meat.
Yes.
As I say, you can put a wee bit of aquafaba in there, which is really good, and it would just give it it would bake it up a bit.
Yeah.
And it would not double in size, but it would make it bigger if you want to spread it out a wee bit more.
Brilliant.
Right, so that's us, guys, completely combined there. And as I say, you can play about. If you're not counting your macros, you get grate some carrots, some courgette, you could saute it off with the onions, you could add it, you could just play about. Like, you just have to work, and if it is a wee bit dry with those things in it, just a wee drop of water, and it'll work, no problem at all.
Perfect.
So this is the next stage now, guys.
Patricia's asked, how old is the bread used for the breadcrumbs? I bought shop breadcrumbs, but those look nicer.
They're just from a few loaves that I do the kids, some toasties and sandwiches, things like that. Whatever I had left over, I just blitzed it down yesterday and today and just kept it in the fridge so they're completely fresh.
So it doesn't really matter how fresh they are, but just not old bread.
You don't
really
want old
stale
bread, you don't want
yeah.
old stale. You do, then you're going to have to work with the moisture content in
Yeah.
because old stale bread will absorb more water and liquids. So it's not going to turn out. You want fresh, natural, soft breadcrumbs.
Awesome, these are good questions.
Yeah, definitely. So listen, guys, tends to get the hand a wee bit dirty. So you're just moulding it, and the heat of your hand's going to combine it too. And see how I'm just moulding it into a ball. And then on the, I always do a wee bit of cling film. But as I say, if you're putting it on, just put it on. If you want, you can just put it on the baking tray with parchment paper and just mold it like that, and it'll go straight in the oven and it'll bake no problem at all.
So so on our recipe card we're given two options. You can bake it or caramelize it, then bake it. So if you're just baking it, you don't need to put it in the fridge, but if you're going to caramelize it, you do need to put it in the fridge. Yeah.
Exactly. But I'd always recommend do it the day before or do it in the morning and put it in the fridge. It'll firm up.
Yeah.
And the flavours will mature too.
Yeah.
So there's so many benefits. Right, I just need to wash my hands, guys, and then I'll show you the next wee stage.
Will you, just to be nosy, will you be baking or caramelizing for Kim? What's your preference?
Well, I'm going to caramelize it.
Caramelize it.
Just gives that one, as I say, building flavours,
Yeah.
just gives that one more wee bit of flavour.
Brilliant.
And so, let me see. Right, so I'm just folding it over on itself. And then just tucking it in. This happens a lot in restaurants when you're using meat and things, or you're basically using loads of it.
Or using like the cling film to shape it.
Just to shape it, yeah. And then just cut it there, knock it at the sides, and then cut it out until the shape that you prefer. I always prefer a square because you get more caramelization, less play. And then you just set that in the fridge, and that's you done, guys. That's good to go.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
So how long, if they were cooking it on the day, how long to leave in the fridge before they caramelise?
Like 20 to 30 minutes.
Okay, let's go.
So now, here's one I made earlier, guys. This is a bit more firmer. The reason why I'm doing this is if I was to do it with that, if you're caramelizing it, it is going to fall apart because it needs time to firm up. But as you can see that, guys, like I can grab that, it's so firm,
Yeah.
it's perfectly fine. So,
And that one looks like it's nearly like expanded a bit. Does it do that in the fridge? It's
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Once the breadcrumbs and all absorb the liquid, it'll plump a wee bit.
Yeah.
And if you put aquafaba in there and when it bakes, it'll plump up again.
it looks so good.
Yeah. You need to be careful with this stage, guys. You could use oil if you want, but honestly, count the macros again, you're just being careful. You really don't need it. You're just putting a wee bit of colour on it. And as I say, as a chef, I would season this, but I'm not going to because obviously I'll do that or more for Kim when I'm doing the other ones. A wee bit of salt and a wee bit of fresh pepper around the edges never goes missing.
Awesome. So another. So is this the same one or a different one back on?
This is a different pan, but listen, guys, you could use that because you've got still flavour in there.
Yeah.
But as it's size-wise, that pan's a wee. If you're going to use the same pan, use a bigger pan. But this here one's just too small; it won't fit that.
Brilliant.
That's the only reason why I'm using a different
medium
pan.
heat, high heat, which one?
Well, it plays about. That's what you want to hear.
Ah, okay, sizzle.
You want to hear a sizzle, and you want to watch this part, guys, because this is where it gets a wee bit dangerous. It's like cooking a burger. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
You want a burger lovely and charred,
Yeah.
but you don't want it burnt.
I was going to say the magic happens, but I'm going to stand back.
So you just shake your pan a wee bit, just making sure it's not sticking. You're seeing it smoking. As I say, guys, this is just a different element to it, and it just gives it that wee bit more flavour.
Yeah.
When you take it out of the oven, it'll look baked and it'll look lovely, but the caramelization on it just wins everything.
Yeah.
Anyway. And you're alright, it won't do that, like it's not. See what I mean?
Oh yeah, that's good.
See, in the industry, you're always taught colour is flavour. Colour is flavour. It's like a mushroom. You just saute a mushroom, it's got no colour to it. You fry a mushroom, that's where the flavour is. You're rendering it.
So it's about 10, 15 seconds then on one side and over to that one.
Yeah, pretty much the same. And you can caramelise this until you get the desired effect that you want around it. As I say, I'm going to be doing them more, and you just want to be careful. You don't want to burn it. So I'm just going on this.
Oh yeah, but say on the all four sides.
All four sides. I'll do the two sides here, but no.
Yeah.
Too dangerous. Even for me.
This
is just like
balancing up.
Yeah,
Keep it up
and this is what you're training chefs too with the meat. Like if it was a roast or a joint of meat of some sort, you want to colour around the edge first because that's the starting of the flavour.
It looks so good.
Thank you. And as I say, the reason why you don't need oil too is because the butter's in there, so it's going to help caramelise it too.
Yeah.
So it's really no need, and it's one less calorie you can just take them off.
So there's a fine line between caramelizing and burning.
Exactly. That's why you stay here.
Yes.
Watch it. Play about with it. It's not going to fall apart on you. It'll be totally fine.
Yeah.
And I'm totally happy with that. So you've got brown all over. Mm-hmm. And we're straight on the baking tray. And we're done, guys.
Happy days.
You just bake it in the oven for 20 to 25 minutes, I think I have in the meat tray. And you're good to go and carve it and serve it.
Brilliant. What temperature in the oven?
And I think it's 180.
Oh.
350 Fahrenheit.
Let you have a zoom in there on that one.
Yeah.
Oh, it looks so good. So 180, 350 Fahrenheit. How many minutes again?
20 to 25 minutes, I think I have.
And then just serve immediately?
Serve immediately, carve it up, put it in the middle of the table, and hopefully it'll impress.
Oh, brilliant. It will. Thank you so much, guys. Another super quick
Super easy.
Christmas recipe.
Yeah.
So perfect for Christmas Day. Do try it. We would love to see the photos of your Christmas dinners in the group. Thank you so much, Lee, for this year and providing these amazing lives for everybody.
Thank you. Thank you. It's been a pleasure.
And thank you guys for joining us. We will be back in 2023 for many, many more. So Merry Christmas from us, and we will see you next year.
Merry Christmas, guys. Bye.